All right, welcome to Big Card, and I've gotten a few requests about Marvel cards. I'm in the middle of working on BigCardFlip.com. It's up and running, but I'm still adding content to it, and so I just want to quickly make a video showing just 1990 Series 1, the Marvel cards, okay? Because I got to get back to work. I took these down so you can see what the back of these cards look like briefly. You can see that 1990 Marvel Entertainment. These are the first cards for Marvel that I collected. I'm pretty sure that these are the first ones that ever come out, Series 1. As far as I know. I hate when in a video I mention something and people erupt if I misspeak or if I have a brain fart and I say something wrong and people go nuts. So as far as I know, this is Series 1, 1990. We obviously, these are growing in popularity. People are sending these in to get graded, and depending on the character, some of them, and the condition, obviously, and what the grade comes back in, some of these are selling for a lot of money. All right, so I haven't really looked into what these are selling for. I'm using the towel back here to prop up the book. I know this was one of them, selling for decent. Again, this condition that I have them in, I mean, really, I haven't moved them out of these sleeves in forever. No need. And they're up high on the closet so that way the kids can't get to them. Okay, these are number order, and they as far as I know, I when I put this together, remember I try to keep them in number order, and the set is complete. And let's see what else we got here. Got Leader, Blob, Mole Man, Liz. Okay, look, Venom is another one I did see on eBay selling for a decent amount. Galactus, man, that's a G right there. Galactus, my first comic book that I ever got, that I still will never forget. My dad came home. I still have the comic. Gave it to me. He got it on his way home from work, and it had Galactus on the cover. Man, that was it. It was a wrap. I was a fan. So, so Thanos. Obviously, this is hot after the Infinity Gauntlet movies, or movie. It was well, it's two movies. So what else? Apocalypse. I think he's gonna come out and be a main villain. I kind of remember hearing about that in an X-Men movie or something. Could be wrong. I want to say I did hear that. And Ghost Rider, the Rookies. Remember this? Deathlock. I had Deathlock issue 1. My dad took me to a Comic-Con up in New York, and I met the artist, and I loved them. I loved Deathlock, and I had to get that autographed. I got it autographed. I think I lost that comic, man. I think I lost it though, in one of the moves or something. These famous battles are selling for here. I don't know. I have the very first time Thing versus Hulk. I have the first time they ever fought. I have that comic. They have a lot of famous battles. These are selling for a decent amount. All right, and then after the famous battle section, man, I remember in the 90s, Punisher and Daredevil, man. Those were so cool. All right, look. So I have reprints of these comics, right? And who cares about the reprints? But my reprints are signed by Stan Lee. I met Stan Lee twice, and I could have gotten them graded right then and there, but they're for my PC. I'll never sell them. So what for? I did not, back in the days, I didn't feel that I needed to get it graded. Nowadays, I probably would have gotten them graded. Anyway, So I have this original. I have this reprint signed by Stan Lee. Reprint signed by Stan Lee. I have this reprint signed by Stan Lee. I have this original. I'm talking about comics. I have this original. All right, and my comics. I'm gonna go ahead and show my comics on another video. I just don't have the time, and I'm juggling a lot of stuff, trying to get the big card flip off the ground, so that way people can, post videos or not attach videos to your eBay listing, so that way you can sell raw cards for a premium. Oh look, so look at this, Mr. Marvel, Stan Lee. This cat right there, man. You know what? Let me just show the holograms, and then I'm going to end the video. It looks like I have Series 2 back here, but we're not going to even mess with that. But look, we're going to take a little bit of time looking at these holograms, man. Okay, Spider-Man. All right, let's look at Magneto. All right, Silver Surfer. Look at that. Man, I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but I got a tattoo on my back with several Marvel characters. And Silver Surfer is one of them. To me, he's a G. Obviously, Galactus, then I got to know who Silver Surfer was. And that was it. It was a wrap. Silver Surfer, to me, is the man. Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin. Wolverine. So let me just mention something about Stan Lee. Don't mind the mess. This room is my office / everything room. All right. So Stan Lee, hold up. You know what? Let me pan over here. So Stan Lee, I met him twice. Both times I met him, there was a lot of people. I'm talking about thousands. Man, I was online to get his autograph, and I took a picture with him too. One of the times that I met him. The first time I took a picture with him, so I had to join 2 separate lines. Anyway, you're talking hours, and he was already older. You know what I mean? He wasn't a young, whippersnapper or anything like that. But what happened was he waited. I mean, I waited online for hours. Long story short, I finally get there. I'm beat. You figure Stan Lee. He's been signing autographs. He's older. He, I'm sure he's not excited to see me. But when I walked up to him, he had the biggest smile on his face. Super happy, super pleasant. It was like, I can't even describe it. He was like, elixir or what was he saying? I can't remember the quotes and sayings he was saying, but it was so funny because I told him, I was like, it's such a pleasure to meet you all my life. I've enjoyed your creations, and he told me, oh, it's a pleasure to meet such a lovely person as yourself, and man, the guy was. He was super happy. He was a gentleman, super like the energy. That's how I could put it. The energy that he just was letting off. And after, he saw, I don't know how many people before me. You figure I was online? I don't remember. It was like 4 or 5, 6 hours. It was something ridiculous. And then we took a picture, and he was smiling, and he was good. And it was, I have nothing but respect for this man and for what he did. I just wanted to share that. Anyway, I wasn't planning on even going there, but I had to. It popped in my head, and we're rolling with it, right? We're rolling with it. All right, I'm gonna get back to work on the big card flip site. I gotta put a bunch of content on it. So, all right, everyone. Whoever wanted to see the Marvel cards, there you go. That's a little bit. I'll take some time to look through the rest of them. I have like